Robert swung the extinguisher, connecting with the thing's skull. It staggered, but didn't fall. He swung again, harder, and it finally crumpled to the floor, twitching, but not dead. More were coming. He could hear them in the hallway, a cacophony of growls and shuffling feet. There was no time to think. He ran toward the elevators, but they were shut down. The stairwell was blocked. His only option was to climb. He pushed through a maintenance door leading to the service area, where pipes and ductwork snaked through the building. It was dark and cramped, but he moved quickly, hearing the undead growls growing louder behind him. He found a ladder leading to the roof and started climbing, his hands slick with sweat. The growls echoed through the pipes, getting closer. The fear was overwhelming, but he couldn't stop. He climbed faster, his muscles straining, and finally burst through the hatch onto the rooftop. The cool night air hit his face, and he gasped for breath. The city below was in chaos. Fires, sirens, and the distant sound of helicopters. But up here, it was eerily quiet. Robert backed away from the hatch, knowing they would come. There was no escape down below. His only hope was to signal for help, or find another way across the rooftops. As he stood there, breathing heavily, the hatch creaked open, and a pale hand reached through. Robert knew this was just the beginning. The outbreak had turned the city into a nightmare, and he was in the middle of it. But he wasn't ready to give up. Not yet. Robert's heart raced as the pale hand clawed its way through the hatch, seeking a grip on the rooftop. He stepped back, tightening his hold on the fire extinguisher. The night sky above him was vast, an abyss filled with uncertainty. He had no clear escape route, but he knew staying on the roof wasn't an option. More of those creatures would be coming. He quickly surveyed the rooftop, looking for anything that might help him. There were a few metal grates and vents, along with a rusted antenna, but nothing that seemed like an escape route. As the hatch creaked open, he saw the first of the undead, crawling through, its eyes wild and unblinking. It was followed by another, then another. They moved with a grotesque slowness, yet each step felt like a countdown to disaster. Robert noticed a fire escape ladder on the opposite side of the roof. He sprinted toward it, the metal clanging under his shoes, the echoes bouncing off the nearby buildings.